Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. We're back on the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum Let's Play. This is episode 3. We're continuing our Turkish expansion. In today's episode, we're going to be declaring war upon the Kingdom of Sicilia, and which will draw in the Principality of Antioch, I imagine, and Venice, as they have a defensive alliance with them and Antioch. If not, we'll just push against Antioch regardless. Welcome back to the series, guys. So, if you are enjoying it and want to support more videos on the channel, on this brilliant mod, Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD, the best thing you guys can do is to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here with notifications on, let me know feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying it, of course. So, in the last episode, we managed to have the siege of Trebizond, eliminate their emperor. We currently have a defensive alliance with the Almohad Caliphate in Iberia for now. Only time will tell how long they last. We've also got trade with the Hafsids, of course. In the previous episode before that, we had a defensive siege here, but we have the Sultan Kaikaus here, who is 30 years of age, and he has 2 bastard children. I don't think his wife likes his gimp mask that he likes to roll with. But I guess seeing they're like... seeing they're bastards, the throne will pass to my brother and my brother's legitimate son. How did the East deal with bastards? Was it the same as the Catholics? I'm not too much... I'm not knowledgeable too much in this Seljuk dynasty past, so maybe you guys can let me know in the chat. It's a good way to interact, commenting. Alright, so we've got a full stack here with the Sultan. 5 units of swords, 4 archers, 6 units of archer cav, and a lot of heavy cav here as well. This is my field battle army with the Sultan. I want to try and drag them out. We don't have the best heavy infantry because it costs so much, so we're better off going to our strengths, which are my cavalry. So we've got my brother here, who has essentially my auto-resolving siege army. 3 units of medium spears, the rest mostly made up of light melee infantry. They're really good in an auto-resolve, especially on Total War Attila. Up in the north, we have Ibrahim, my 3rd brother. He's garrisoning our eastern border here. We've got another army here. We're currently hemorrhaging a little bit of money. We're going to hopefully make that back once we start sieging the south. So, at the moment, we currently have Bithynia, Cappadocia, central and sort of the northern half of Anatolia under our control. I don't trust the Georgians whatsoever, so I'm going to have to keep an army on that eastern side. Trebizond has actually fled north to the Crimea, and we've made peace with them. I'm surprised they actually left like that. So they're technically still here, the Empire of Trebizond, but we threw them out. We killed their emperor in Anatolia. The Emperor of Nicaea actually likes me, which is interesting. They're at war with a fair few people. Trebizond, Venice, Latin Empire, just to name a few. And we're going to be pushing south here today. I would like to get some better relations with the Ayyubids, but it doesn't look applicable. We did have a short war against the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus, but they have been pieced out with them. So not really too much we can do. We're strength ranking 5. The Sultanate. Yeah, most of the eastern factions are quite up there, which is cool. So, let's push on. So the main objective for this series is to forge the mighty Ottoman Empire and a massive Ottoman Turkish fort. So let me know where you want me to expand and conquer. We're going to go south here today to take this entire province. But after that, we can go east to deal with Georgia to secure our rear. Or I don't want to be sort of drawn too far back into Armenia. Maybe we could go against Nicaea, Latin Empire. We want to get all of Greece. We want to essentially make the Ottoman Empire up their height. I don't particularly want to betray the Ayyubids, but we'll just have to see. Okay, let's now move in with my brother and go with a strike attack. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to cheese the AI here because they're not currently at war with anyone. Actually, I'll try. I got an idea. Will you join war against? Nah, that's not going to work. I was going to say, could you declare war upon them so then I could come in around the back? No matter. I'm not scared of Venice nor Antioch because we're probably going to hit Antioch naturally. There, Venice and Antioch have come in. Venice is quite close actually, but we might be able to peace out with them if we can knock out Sicilia quite quickly. So looking at their army build, a couple of spears, some unique cavalry slightly, but nothing too entertaining. Alright, let's build this siege equipment here now. Let's push you to the border, and we'll have a look at what Antioch are operating with. So we're going to be able to take this entire region, which is fantastic. We're slowly but surely converting the Orthodox majority to Sunni Islam, so that'll be good for us. So, Antioch stays on its own in Syria. Homs and Akka. Akka? What? Akka's under the control of the Ayyubids? Really? Wow, Aleppo in the north. Yeah, wow, the Crusaders have been thrown back to Cyprus. Do they only have one territory? They do too. Wow, okay. So, we're going to be able to push against them. I could raid. I think I'm going to fall back here for now, just in case they get attacked. We'll hold here and Sis, and then we'll have a look at Antioch. Right, so we have been drawn in against Venice. Now, Rhodes, Crete, and Cyprus are nearby here. We should be okay. We should be okay here. Alright, we need to sort out this budgetary situation. We're hemorrhaging money a bit. We'll leave it at that. We're good. We're up by about 100. Okay, cool. Let's end the turn and continue. My governor's gone up in stats as well, and my public order isn't too bad. We have a army here to deal with it, mostly. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. Oh, yes, I'm calling my priest back, or technically, I probably should check. I've just been calling him my priest. That's something I've been doing with a bit of a slip of the tongue. I don't know exactly what's he called, an imam or something. A grand mufti. Where are we? Peace? Get out of here, man. It'd be kind of cool to like puppet them and allow the local inhabitants to come, but we're just gonna have to conquer it for the Turks. Got to say a huge thank you to the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD mod team as well for sending me a copy of the mod and making this Let's Play possible. So, try and support the mod where you can. Alright. Defeat for the Crusaders. The crusade in Egypt has come to a halt. Cairo remains under the control of the Sultan. And Imam. That's what it is. So, let's move you back here to try and get our religious stuff back up on track. Okay, so now does that change the Ayyubid situation somewhat? Because I want to get defensive and like military, because now with the crusade gone, it actually throws a lot of peace that way. So hang on, yeah, they don't want anything to do with me. Why doesn't Nicaea, why do they really like me? Oh, wars against the Catholics, right. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I guess that's what they're going with. Alright, let's allow my brother to siege this one out. Clearly in my favor, which is good. Okay, so we have 5,000 against 2,000. We nearly outnumber them 3-1. We've already taken a decent amount of attrition here. And I think the army... Yeah, the army's fled back here. So the goddamn garrison has to come in. And it's also got seasickness. Why have they gone and done that? Oh well, regardless, we're going to auto-resolve this one out, because I would rather play against the Principality of Antioch and try and siege them. 738, there's no way in hell we would have gotten that with our spearmen. It would be quite cool to subjugate them, however I'm going to loot and occupy straight up. Okay, let's continue to break down this where we can, and now with that little boost of our economy, we're going to be able to build these religious buildings that I've identified. Okay, you can go to Trebizond here to keep the public order intact. Okay, I'm now going to push you to the border with Antioch, and I want to draw this army out. So what I'll do is I'll actually go with a raiding stance. So here are the stats for raiding in the 1212 AD mod. So raids, wealth from local region, also raids trade income when standing on trade routes. So they get minus public order, minus growth, campaign movement, we get food, and we get a stolen amount as well. It'd be cool if we could slightly replenish. But I think, even though these guys are quite low, we should be alright even if they do attack us. And even if it does, it might even entice them in, to be quite frank. Right, we'll continue to break that down where we can. Now, with them destroyed, does Venice want peace? No bloodshed has been sent between the two nations. What about... Antioch would sue for peace. It's just a shame that the people I kind of worry about don't want peace. Okay, so we need to keep an eye about this, and we need to have my army ready to rotate back to rebellions if need be. I wouldn't mind, actually. Maybe coming out here and just getting a small amount of units just to deal with rebellions, because at the moment we've still got a lot of religious unrest in the kingdom. So this should be enough to deal with any rebellion that's probably going to crop up. And this army should be competent enough to make at least a bit of a stand against Georgia. Now we're at war with two factions. What you don't, especially on this difficulty, you don't want to get sort of ganged up on, because once the AI smells a small amount of blood, a small amount of weakness, they really can gang and jump up on you. We've also got an added difficulty. For some reason, all my rebellions turn to civil wars, so we get massive discontent around the empire, and they've come out against me. Why is that so much not in my favor? Why? It's actually worked perfectly though, starving the city. So the king of the Principality of Antioch has come out with some Templar heavies. What's in the garrison? A lot of crossbows. Looking at that, I don't see that as a 70 to that, but I kind of want them to give chase, and I wouldn't mind bringing my other force up. But the only problem is if they don't come out. That's the only problem. Look, we've got time on our side. We're not in a rush. If they want to continue to press, we'll fight them. He's just going to go back. No matter. We can push both up. We could. He could even like swing around and hit that as well, though. Yeah, I probably could have fought that, but to be honest, I was a little bit hesitant. I was like, why is the AI giving me such a bad resolve? Maybe because it's the lack of my spearmen. Maybe that's really just the only thing. We'll take on warriors. We've got to be careful about killing captives sometimes. We don't want too many factions to hate us. Yes, the Civil War has come and gone in one quick movement. Okay, so we'll move you. What's going to be the next rebellion? Just send you to Ankara, the capital of Turkey in real life, and essentially we want to make it the heartland of our empire. Okay, so we'll continue to break down and convert this where we can, but we need to get these religious buildings up and rolling. So we are slowly getting that on track. There's not some crazy unit coming out of nowhere. No, not by the look of it. Okay, well, now that we've had a small amount of replenishment, let's move you here and do the same thing. So we'll move to the border. We'll go back on raiding stance. And now with the general there, he's going to be able to get a small amount of replenishment. Let's see how Antioch react for a second time. Now, do they want peace? No. Do they still want peace? Moderate. Wonder if there's any quick relations we can get going. Alright, no, let's end the turn and continue. Yeah, I guess we could get rid of one of these. Just for now. My economy just isn't right just yet. I thought we fixed the bankruptcy issue. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes there's like modifiers and stuff that don't add up quite right. Because it still said I was on the verge of bankruptcy even though I was making 43. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's an Attila thing, I think. Okay, let's see how they react. They were keen to come out against us before. Will they come out for this time? If not, we'll go with another siege. They seem to be disembarked as well. So, if it does come to a siege, we'll just siege out Antioch. Mercenary influx, and it looks like, yeah, they don't want none of it. They don't want to come back out. Alright, let's siege them out then. Push everyone up. And what are we looking at now? Yeah, why is it massively not in my favour? Oh well. Let's build some more religious buildings where we can. Okay, you can sit here for now. Yeah, we just can't afford it, can we? We need to keep our money in our coffers for now. Okay, how far is this priest away? He's nearly here. Oh, a enemy champion's nearly in range. Alright, we'll sit you there and get you operating in a moment. We can't upgrade this to military now, can we? Rejected, but close. Okay, well, let's end the turn and continue. See how they respond to the siege. You never know, the Iubids might even come up and help me. I think they're only at war with the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus. I don't think they're actually at war with Antioch. Okay, how well are we looking? I want to get those ladders in, most definitely. Oh, they've come up here. Even though they've been smashed somewhat. Alright, let's get this Eastern Army to double time then. Because I don't think this one's going to do much. Alright, let's quickly switch to the coasts. 2 turns away. Will allow you to... actually, you might be able to do something if it's a little bit knackered. Yeah, let's push for it then. Because there's cool... Not here, but here there might be a lot. Yeah, that's probably not too bad. It's the Venetian Doge as well, which is quite funny. Right, push you here. We'll make sure this is deployed nice and properly. We'll give it another turn here for this siege equipment to be done. And we still don't have any relations with the Iubids. They don't want to have anything to do with me. Oh, my tech's done here. Oh, good. We can get that sanitation building as well. Engineer workshop. I don't think we particularly need that. Better grand buildings. Let's just go with this. Okay, let's see what the Venetians do. God, that's so risky. Pushing the Doge up there. Their faction leader. We're probably going to make them pay. I don't know what hit them on the coast, though. That's what I want to know. Anyway, the siege equipment should be ready for Antioch. Peace. They want peace. No. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. They didn't do anything. Rebellion in the north, though. And another illegitimate son. God damn it, boys. What the fuck are you doing? It's like they've got a higher rate or something. I don't know why. Well, they seem to be pissing off the Byzantines, so I'll take that. Alright, let's push for these Greek rebels in Sinop. Now, especially for these guys, we've got to be careful with dispatching them, because if we kill them, because they're ethnic Greeks, ethnic Orthodox, that would piss off the Byzantines, so we don't want to do that. We don't want to, like, execute. We'll just take on the replenishment. Okay, we're still losing a slight amount of money. This army in a defensive siege will get them. There's no need to aggressively push. We would even be technically trespassing on foreign territory. Okay, and we do need food here. I understand that. And we also need to get a religious building in as well. We'll deploy you there again. And this territory... Yes, that's fine. Yeah, so it looks like... I don't know why the AI does that. I don't know why that's still a bug. I don't know if they can fix it in this mod. But every other turn, it's like back and forth, back and forth. They keep on deploying and they can't make up their decision. It makes sense if they commit and flee, but they just don't. So, we've got the Siege of Antioch here today. The Seljuk Turks march. Why is it so much not in my favour? I just don't understand. So, they've got one unit of Templar knights. These guys are all going to have seasickness as well. They're going to have to be disembarked. These cavalry units we can fight on the open field. And they've also got their heir inside, which has Templar Knights, a lot of crossbows, to be fair. But I think these guys should be more than competent enough to hit them. Okay, guys, well, without further ado, let's get stuck into the fight. I don't know why it's, like, in their favour a lot, but, I don't know, kind of disagree with it. Alright, so, we are currently going to be commanding my brother's army, who has the majority of the, infantry. Then my reinforcing army is coming in as well. Okay, cool. Let's fight this one on the battlefield now, shall we? The Battle of Antioch, 1216 AD. We're coming off the back of a good conquest against Trebizond, against Sicilia as well. 4 units of archers, 4 archer cav. Now, with controlling my brother's army, we're going to be able to push against those reinforcements, and maybe even if we get lucky and the enemy deploy like here on the outskirts and us here, we're going to be able to cut them off, because this cavalry has to be deployed. So if we can take, neutralize and nullify them, we'll be laughing. But this should be a good fight. Our first battle against the infidels, the Catholic scum. Principality of Antioch, a cool and unique faction. The swords of Christ against the watch, and the swords of the preserved tablet. Alright. Because we've sieged Antioch out for like 2 turns as well, there should be a decent amount of siege degradation. Also broken arrow towers. All is lost except honor. Francis the First of France. Alright, Jesus Christ, Frenchie. Alright, let's start the deployment straight up. A nice, clean, dry day. Alright, so we've got a really favourable draw here that none of the siege towers are there. And then pop that there. Right, okay, so where are my reinforcements coming from? They're coming from this backhand side. This is actually the same siege map and layout as the siege of Trebizond, which is cool. It'll be interesting to see how the enemy AI sort of changes stuff up. So we'll make a small blueprint of that, and we'll just drop the siege equipment, because what I want to do is form up and really fight oncoming reinforcements wherever it may be. I have a feeling those archers are going to be here and needed there. I could move in my general. They don't really have good horse archers, so we should be alright. That's coming in from that far side. This can just sit here for now. Let's just quickly pause and have a look at our forces. So cavalry here, ready to hit those reinforcements. Simple Turco men, archer cav, heavier cav here with my brother, keen and ready to go. The main line of Seljuk Turks, heavier spearmen, they're better compared to this trash rabble we've got here. Archers further at the back, and it looks like the enemy is deploying on this far side. So what we want to do with you guys is essentially drag you this way. Oh! That's my reinforcements, right. Okay, just freaking out already. Alright, you can go here as well. And we'll allow these guys to be quick up on the uptake. And the Sultan Kai Kaus, the Gimp, is coming up. Oh. Nani? This fucking dude. Right. Let's pull back. I like the Sultan. Something a little bit different. Right. Fuck, I could go for some Sultanas though, eh? It's not summer. I feel like Sultanas are more of a summery sort of thing. Okay, we can't seem to see their reinforcements coming in, so I'm going to take a punt and go here, and we'll try and extend there as well. Okay, we'll swing these guys down here as well, trying to drag and encourage them to come in. And we'll just sit further back. Alright, so they're now being redeployed. The enemy approaches. I can't see. I'm assuming it's here somewhere. But I'm not going to know. You'd think they'll try and make the gate. I still can't see their cavalry. They've got heavy cavalry lurking somewhere. I don't know where. Right, let's try and reform this up here. That's a lot of cav there, mate. And we'll reform our archers somewhat into this. Alright, allow them. We could leave... Actually, yeah, so what we'll do, we'll send these guys up, and we'll allow these guys here to carve up anything that hits the beach. Meanwhile, these... What was it? These boys can do something like that. That'll do. Alright, can't seem to see any of their horsemen coming in. We know they're somewhere. We just don't know where. Yeah, shit. Well, we've got in front of that gate quick fast. There's no way they've gotten in. Where are their armies? Dude, they've bamboozled the hell out of me. Alright, pull back there. Put you on skirmish mode, just in case. Wow, where are they? There's no way they got in. Was I not paying attention? Did they come like through the guts here or something? Did they come here and I didn't notice? 4, 5, maybe they did. Maybe. Maybe me being so far this way, they came straight through there and I didn't even realise. Dude, that'd be hilarious if they did. They might have, because I don't know where the hell they are. Oh well, they're in, I guess. Yeah, because there was Templar. The General... Yeah, they must have got in. That's the General unit. No? Dude. Surely would have seen them here there. Oh, dude, that's fucking cringe. Alright. These guys are sitting here just fine. Alright. Let's allow all my archers to more or less move up. Get some shots off. Along with these guys as well. Alright. We'll leave those spearmen there. They're good to hold. And we'll split up into some better quality groups here, so as well. Yeah, so that's a lot more favourable. 50-50. We only outnumber them by about 1,000. So we'll wait for all my reinforcements to get in down here. Yeah, they must have got in their cavalry. When I was looking way over here, they must have snuck through there. I guess. That's the only explanation. So they might be coming in here now. That my archers are pushing up. It gives them it takes them a little bit of time before they want to push in. For whatever reason. Alright, switch to a flaming shot because you're probably going to be able to hit him quite quickly. We haven't even lost a single... Oh! What are these guys doing? Why are you sitting there taking the piss against them? Cheeky bastards. Alright, push down there. Flaming shot, please. Fire at will. We might even be able to drag some out of the city. Come on, you must be in range. Alright, have a shot. You're on fire at will, come on. Yeah, there we go. Now you're going to do it, aren't you? Well, this one's... If this doesn't engulf in flames, I'll be bloody mortified. Dude, there are 7 units hitting this. Surely. It's gonna rout before it even gets here. Alright, slow things down. Switch you to a standard shot and then just fire at will. Okay. Make sure these guys are quick here. Yeah, you should be just firing at will, peppering anything that comes in. You'd think. God, they pissed off. Crossbowmen are coming in. Pull back out. At least my archer cav are pushing them. Oh, that's a good volley. Alright, send them in. God, I can't even send them in. Because the zone. I can go like that though. That would encourage them to attack. Alright, make sure these guys here aren't firing. Because they're just going to cause way too much friendly fire. Alright, go back to flame shot and try and focus units coming in. It seemed to work. Alright. Make sure you hit this. These guys coming in can easily deal with them. Try and engulf that, or at least take it out. Alright, switch again now, hit that. Oh, there's a lot more coming in now. Now you can pull back, because we've got them all engaging. Alright, sit the cavalry here, ready to hit them. Okay. Probably try and target a back tier unit now with standard shot. Yeah, just pull further back out of this. Alright, you can hit this on the side. Try and make your way down the beachway. Pull further back. Allow the rest to hold. Good. So a nice long... Here, we're throwing the Crusaders back into the sea from whence they came. The Prince of Antioch banner. Templars now coming in. If we can defeat this army in the field, we'll be laughing. Okay. So, let's swing around with some of this cavalry back. And we'll allow these guys to push and continue up the line. Archers need to halt and disable fire at will, please. Okay, get these guys around this side. Alright, you can push for this. You have a crack at that. Make sure you're this side of the beachhead, eventually. My spearmen seem to be holding quite competently. Swing around the back. You might even be able to hit there as well. Push this now. They're buckling. Push that. Good. Let's slowly but surely eliminate them one by one. Fall back out. We'll try and start some cycle charges. It's not the perfect and most clear cut, but we'll take it. Just keeping an eye on the settlement. You can't see my eyes like looking here, but I am. Continue to surround that. Who would have thought this wasn't in my favour? And there seems to be a pretty good Templar last stand here. You got to give it to the Hospitallers there, technically. Alright, and we've got to be careful of my own cavalry getting carried away there. You can run down these guys though. Alrighty. Look, if they want to sit there, side on, they're going to get a massive horse sandwich on the side. Good. That's been eliminated now perfectly. And this one only has 20 units left. Good. They've now been taken. Perfect. Let's redeploy this. Okay. So we're probably going to switch back to a standard shot, but we'll see how we go. We're going to be able to get a lot of shots off here due to the absence of arrow towers, which is fantastic. Okay, we want to start to get ready for this siege, so make sure everyone's up here adequately. You can be in the center fold. You can push here as well, and now we'll go with our second lot of skirmish. So you can go here, standard shot. You might want to go back to heavy shot actually. Now thinking about it, like here, right? You can go here. You can go here as well, maybe even further back, just due to your proficiency and accuracy. And then we've pretty much just got everyone else who hasn't been deployed, get them to rotate. So essentially all this, bar 4, go like there, and go like here. Alright, let's speed things up again. So, we've managed to eliminate a decent amount. 1.4, only losing, whoa, okay, only losing 100. Dude, that's bonkers. We might lose a couple here, as we are rotating into a better position. I'm curious to see how well our guys actually fired up and over. That's why I want to try and soften up the enemy before we push. So once you get in range, pretty much fire at will. Try and hit that. Hit this. Hit that. Alright, my archers are now moving into position. Oh, these guys are not wanting to hit them. Oh, fair enough. Well, form up here, please. Continue to try and skirmish them. So, they've got 2.7, basically. So, what... Oh, they seem to be pushing out here. So, just continue to spray into this. Pepper them as best we can. Make sure you're hitting an array of targets. And then, once my archers get there... Look, you're nearly better off just a turn. Even though we're into... Whoa, okay. Why are they doing that? That might be a common occurrence where they just charge out of frustration there. Okay. What are we looking at here? Right, so you can go here. Alright, that siege equipment's there. Perfect. Alright, yeah, so they seem to be hitting, just sitting there. We've seen this before as well. Alright. You hit this. You hit something like that. You continue to pressurize this. And let's speed things up. You will draw if the timer runs out. I'm not worried about that. I think we actually got this down a lot more efficiently. It would be a lot better if we could have hit those Templars before they got inside. Because you'd be surprised how efficient the... Oh God, I hate them pushing there. You'd be surprised how efficient their melee cavalry is in hand-to-hand combat. Even on horseback against my trash units. Okay, how many have we killed? Only 100, if that. Yeah. Continue to harass and parry. Just make sure everyone's hitting at least someone from a couple of off angles as well. Arcing their shot. That's what you need to be doing. Heavy shot seems to be working. Yeah. If they charge out, we want a couple of boys here ready to go. Maybe even chuck them at the end. Yeah, it's these guys that want to be in. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Alright, we seem to be doing quite well. Whoa, okay, that 100's massively rocked up there. We've managed to eliminate mediums. Try and go for this then. Continue to hit them where we can. The more we can take out before the assault, the better. Continue to hit this. Yeah, these guys are pushing up here. Try and hit that. Angle them better. Dude, we're getting so many good shots up and over. We want to try and skirmish out, the more the merrier. If we had a couple of units of Onychas or something, that would be perfect. What's coming out there? Nothing too significant. Alright, let's continue to speed things up. Continue to soften up the Crusaders as we can. I'm happy to let them just sit there for a second while we try and find the King of Antioch. King Bo will be no more soon. Trust me. Alright, most of this is just getting rinsed. We're actually rinsing it so much. They keep on coming. Oh, the enemy general's dead. We knocked off one. The garrison leader, let's say. 700 we've already knocked off before we've even pushed. Perfect. And these Templars are just trying to kite me. Dude, we're even being really efficient against them. I don't know if it's because my stats have gone up. We're slowly but surely getting more efficient. Maybe. Because I felt like when we were skirmishing these guys out this time, it was a lot harder. Or maybe there's just no arrow towers. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's as simple as that. There's no bombardment of arrow towers coming in. You never know. That could very well just be the case. Alright, continue to hit these Templar Knights. Dude. The battle is turning in my favour. Are you fucking taking the piss? We are currently blotting out the sun with our archer fire. Dude, there is no end. Continue to pepper it. Yeah, just keep on hammering it. Are they trying to come out? Keeps on going back and forth. 37 minutes. I'm still keeping an eye on the time. Still got swords there. They're moving up more units to cop with the arrow fire. And it looks like some of my archers here now are starting, especially my cavalry, to run out of ammunition. They're now broken, which is good. You try and hit something like that. Hit that on the little bit of an off angle. Dude, we're nearly just better off just arcing the shot over the top, to be honest. Maybe putting some small amount of pressure there might work. But really, the majority of it should be hitting this. Alright, and how are we looking now? Oh, dude, we killed 1,000 before we've even pushed up. This is exactly what we want. And there isn't a crazy amount left. They seem to be wanting to come out and parlay. I hope that they know exactly what they're fucking doing. Just get everyone to spray into that then. Dude! I was like, I want to send up archers, but these crossbows are just going to get rinsed. Dude, side on. Just a bloodbath. They've now been defeated. Alright, my archers still seem to have more ammunition. Some of the Turcos now are empty. Right, you can push this now if you want. Charge that. Alright. Continue to squeeze out that last tinsy tiny amount of ammunition. But once we've done with that, she's all over Red Roebuck. Dude, we've knocked out most of their cavalry. 20 there. They're now broken officially. Alright. We'll send my cavalry out. Because it's really only the archers left. I'll swing back out. Right, they're now broken. Make sure our archers try and finish off this. I'll be curious to see how well they're doing. 5, it's not as good as I'd like. Like, you need to form up a bit better. Like, you need to be further back, maybe. You need to arc it, that's the thing. You need to get it up and over the wall. Like, up, straight up and down. That wasn't too bad. It could be a lot better, though. Or maybe they need to be a lot closer. Is that what does it? When they're much closer, that shoots up over. Is that what it is? Alright, now go now. Is that up and over? No, that's still pretty head on. That seems to be doing it. Yeah, continue to pressurize that. You go for this then. Now that they're moving, hit that. Okay, we might as well make a play now with the siege equipment. So, you can go up here. Okay. Yes, you've been able to be equipped there. I guess I don't have anyone on that far ram. Is that why that unit's there? No, there's someone here. Alright. Push for this then. Make sure we've got guys here adequately to breach. And same on this far side. Okay, let's move my cavalry out here. Okay. Allow my archers to push here. Let's try and break it down. Break it down. Break it down. And how many are inside? 1.2. I'm surprised how many we were able to smash before sending our guys up. More dismounted Antioch knights we can deal with. Alright. Siege equipment's now pushing up. We'll make a push for the city. But the good thing is about Antioch now, with Holmes and Acca coming under the control of the Iubids, it's going to make that thing, it's going to be making conquering just that little bit easier with that Saracen influence. Are they pushing down? No, they seem to be, they're moving into position, but I don't know how well that's going to do them. Yeah, dude, if you guys could sit there and just like start absolutely peppering us, that would be the play, I would say. Alright, these guys are coming up here. You continue to go for something like this. You continue to go for that, and you try and hit this. Alright, our guys are now coming up over the walls, but these guys should be soft enough to properly push. Okay, let's send all of our forces here then, up and over the walls. Get up and go. Go, 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 Gadget. Alright. These guys are here now as well. 20 minutes. Right. Make sure we're hitting that. We want to still be wary of friendly fire. Somewhat. These guys have taken this. So allow us to get around the back of them. That's now fallen. Okay. I think it's going to cause more friendly fire now than what it's worth. Maybe if we eliminate this, we could bring up more archers. But I think it's time for the archers to fall back. Why are they falling? What? What? Fall back, please. Yeah, what? Are some like trying to push somewhere? There's like one unit bugged. Yeah, where's this unit? Oh, it's going up over the walls. Oh, you fucking bastards. Alright, go for that. You're pushing around the back there. Swing around and help this. Oh, dude, that arrow fire is relentless. We haven't even given them much of a fighting chance there. Alright. That's not quite broken. This is now. Right, make sure we surround and kill them there. They're now pushing up adequately. Perfect. Push for this. Oh, we're getting a bit shattered here. Yeah, dude, it's just due to that arrow fire. That's all it is. I probably shouldn't have sent as much on that far side, to be honest. But we'll be right. Alright. Maybe getting a couple of archers in. Might change things up slightly. Make sure this routes. Please. Alright, we've got the gates over on this side as well. Alright, so continue to chase down something like this. You go for that, and then essentially you go for... Oh, you're not quite in just yet. But you will be soon. Okay. 66. We can get cavalry to deal with this. All right. Let's send some units this way. Let's send the rest here. Let's send my heavy cavalry in as well, as a just sort of a bit of a safety precaution. Maybe even just to deal with that unit. Okay, we've got some archers here now prepared. Okay, you can hit that fine. Some units we want that to give chase. The towers are now ours. Make sure you surround and get them. Is there another capture point down here? There is two. We just need to get that cavalry in. If we could somehow get this cavalry here, that's what we want to be doing. And you need to be pushing stuff like that. There's a lot of my guys pushing down here, which is fine and all, as long as the rest rotate around the back, essentially. Push for that. It's just this barricade, man. The pathfinding goes out the window. 23 minutes remaining. We still got it. Some of these guys are buckling a little bit, which is interesting. Alright. Get them through the guts. Yeah, God, the cavalry hit there, which is like what I don't want. Alright, hit that. Oh, they seem to be running. The king's rotating his cavalry slightly. Nothing to be too concerned about, though. Alright, make sure this hits around the back. Alright, we seem to be taking this alright. Try and hug this wall a lot closer. Alright, push this way. Just charge them then. Don't let them hit you there with impunity. Oh wow, what's this crazy flank going on there? Just seems to be mad enough to work. Alright, charge everyone down this way. Go for the general where you can. Make sure you hit this. We need to initiate a countdown. And we got him. Good. We didn't even need to get the enemy general. A decisive victory after all that. So my brother deployed 4,900 and lost 944 on the field. That's not too bad, not too shabby. I think we lost 1.7k in the previous. In Trebizond. Even though we probably had a weaker opposition. King Bo deployed 3,940. Lost 3.3k. So, as you can see, you sort of need a bit of a scrappy, cheap army, a sieging army, than a field army. Because if we had all these guys as proper hand-to-hand swordsmen, it'd just be so expensive. It'd be ridiculously expensive. We'd probably have one for the cost of 3 and a bit we're operating with. Archers did really well. 139, 109, 56. I'd love to see how well the Sultan did. Yeah, they must have snuck them in. They snuck them in. Those cavalry. I don't know how they did it. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm sure you guys have let me know on the channel, looking back on the replay. Okay guys, welcome back. Unfortunately we've had a game crash, but we're just going to have to push on. I think I figured out the problem that I've been having in the previous series. So we're just going to have to quickly auto-resolve the battle, even though we won it fairly and squarely, and take more casualties. But hey, that's just how it is. Sometimes you get an unstable version of the mod, and I think it's the save file thing. I figured it out. You need to auto-resolve. You need to, not auto-resolve, you need to auto-save every single fight, because something to do with the cache, it just like, it loads it and then crashes. Like, I actually quick saved and properly saved before the last 2 battles, but I didn't for this one. And Yeah, it crashed when it loaded back up. But regardless, we deployed 5,000. We did lose 2.7, which is 2,000 more than what I did actually playing, which sucks, but whatever. We lost 1 unit here. Apart from that, that's not too bad. It could have been a lot worse, I think. So, settings, we will loot and occupy now Antioch. There's no immediate enemies in the vicinity. I think we'll be okay anyway. Even though it's a pain to get the replenishment back. So we can't make peace with Venice. Now we border with the Ayyubids. Do they want... Yeah! Good! They want to get some negotiations down. Military access as well. Want to give me a payment? Ah! Ayyubids! You beautiful bastards. Almohad, how about you? No. The Empire of Nicaea? Do the Byzantines want negotiations somehow? No. Sicily, do you want trade now? No. So, we've got defensive with the Ayyubids and the Almohad Caliphate, who seem to be doing... Oh, okay, I was going to say, they seem to be doing alright in Iberia. Maybe, maybe not, to be honest. They're being sieged out a bit, and they haven't got a crazy amount of forces, so I don't know how long this, this Eastern Empire will do. And they've got a full stack at Akka. Alright, cool. It's going to take us quite some time to replenish. Ah, no, that's an over-exaggeration. Maybe 3-4 turns, but I have no plan on aggressively pushing anywhere just yet. So it'll be interesting to see if the Venetian Doge actually comes at me. So we've managed to defeat 2 factions here today. Prominently, the Empire... sorry, not Empire. The Principality of Antioch, which is massive. The Crusaders have no territory on the mainland of the Middle East. They've been sent back to Cyprus, which I could take if I want to. So let me know in the comments where you want me to expand and conquer. I still don't trust the Georgians to the east. We might need to strike the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Cyprus if we need to. Maybe over Venice in Crete. The Empire of Nicaea is probably on the hit list next. But if I could somehow bypass them and take Constantinople, I think I'd maybe enjoy doing that. But I don't know. Maybe naturally pushing to Asia Minor, Pergamon at the front of it, might be in our better interest. So, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more episodes of the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum Let's Play. Feedback and suggestions are welcomed in the comment section down below. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.